On to our next school, we have KPIS International School, and we have our next guest to come on the stage with me, Mr. Ben
Hi.
Edmonds. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, Steve. Nice to see you again. I think I
Nice to
remember
see you
you.
as well. Thank you very much. Again, one of the things that I love about this is that I get to see both new faces and old faces. It's wonderful to see you again. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Again, I want to offer you the same opportunity that we've been offering everybody. Tell us, kind of paint the picture for us, set the stage about what KPIS is to you, about the campus, about the school, and what brings you to campus every day. What's your highlight?
Well, I mean, I listened to some of the early ones talking about meeting students and things like that. And of course, that's it, right? We come in, and in my role, myself personally, as a director of operations, I'm looking at things from in all angles and all areas, right? So when I come in the morning, is seeing all the children arrive, drop off is one of the greatest times that you can experience, because you get to see the real sort of levels of different kids that you've got in the school, the families coming in all together from nursery through to grade 12. You might have families of children in kindergarten and then in elementary and so on. So you get to see all of that in one picture. And I think that's something that we can sort of share, if you like, as being a family community coming and sharing learning experiences. And certainly the learning experiences that I see them involved in as I walk around the school is important. And certainly for myself is what excites me when I come in on the start of a school day.
Nice. I want to take an opportunity to ask you, maybe I hope this isn't too much of a curveball of a question, but you are the designated safeguarding lead, as the director of operations. And what does that mean to you? Like what does that encompass in KPIS?
Well, of course, safety is one thing, but also safeguarding, making sure that across the board, whether from teachers through parents, it's training done and we're up to speed. So all of our teachers, I mean, since 2016, 2017, we first put in place our child protection policies. And since then, we've been building on it and going through it. And we use things like the TES Educare platform to help the online CPD for our teachers to make sure they're up to date with keeping children safe in education. But also on the hands-on level, if you like, it means that being aware all the time of what's going on, making sure that we can support in all aspects of children's safety, but also staff safety, everybody's safety within the community, and being able to respond in real time. A key aspect was shifting as the mentality had been from being reactive to situation to being responsive and then being proactive. And that's really the main thing, really, is to say that as proactive safeguarding, it means that we're looking for the risks, we're looking for those kind of situations that can maybe happen and not impair learning, so we can improve learning. And because of this, it means we've been able to venture further in terms of the school trips we've been taking and do more experiential learning trips outside. We're going to places like mangroves, etc., with both our younger students and also our senior students. And that obviously enhances the overall learning experiences had by our students.
I love it. That's fantastic. One of the questions I like asking is when a new family is considering schools in Bangkok, or maybe transitioning between schools in Bangkok or whatever, what are some of the typical questions that they come to KPIS with about why they're considering you, or why they want to make a change, or what are some of those aha moments that they have when they're like, wow, we didn't know this about the school?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our catchment is local catchment, I'll be honest, because we're pretty much the only international school in the Bangkok area. So that means that students who live locally may be looking for that change if they've come from from sort of elementary somewhere else. But the key thing they're looking for is somewhere where they can trust the child, of course, inside the school, and have an opportunity for them to grow for a long period of time. Now, because we're open from nursery through to grade 12, and we're only a population of 700 from nursery through to grade 12, their child could be with us for 14, 15 years, which is a long time in life, but not so long. So it's really looking to see, is this a place where I want to invest my child's learning in the long term? And so when we have them walking around looking at the school, we make sure that they're seeing all aspects of it, from the pockets of play and the purpose-built kindergarten to how PBL comes through in elementary, and then the sort of the design center or experience center that we've created, where all our learners go to experience different aspects of whether that's computer type coding or design through fabric or culinary arts. These are the questions that they're asking, is like, what is it that's experiences my children are going to take away? And of course, what universities can they go on to once they go through our system here? And that brings us on to talk about how we offer AP programs across the board, and for our graduates in the last 4 years, I've been going off to 11 different countries around the world, including North America, Europe, Australia, and Pacific as well. So these are the questions that I think is standard probably for many parents coming to schools. But of course, because we're relatively small and in an area where there's not a lot of international schools, the questions will come is, what's the benefit of our child coming here? Can they get to go and study in the UK or in America by following this program? And yes, they can. Yes, they can, without doubt. And more so, we're seeing children going off and taking part in things that enhance their portfolios as too, whether that's Model United Nations or debate. And we've recently had teams be successful in both that and also the World Scholars. So these are things that are very powerful for parents, as well as, of course, we have, in the past, we had musical shows taking place here, and we've had strong musical and performing arts going on in the school. And again, that's an aspect that is sort of keen for many of our students applying.
Talk to me about those learning support aspects that are at KPIS, which both for learners that may be struggling or learners that may have special needs, but then also, you've already mentioned lots of different programs and outlets and opportunities, but I'm thinking about the student who really is excelling, and, somebody needs to notice that and kind of, help them along and point them the way.
Yeah, I mean, of course, through our admissions process, we, for particularly for elementary and up, there's a screening process using MAP NWEA, which looks at their reading and math levels as they're coming in. So English is obviously an initial area of not concern, but that might need support. And of course, we have an EAL support system that goes up through elementary into secondary, where the students would work both within the classroom. It's a push and pull out system, both within the classroom and also outside to enhance their English language. And then the other areas, you're looking at learning support and how we deal with students who may develop things over time. It may not be apparent when they join the school in nursery grade, and then they get through and they're coming through. So we have counselors and we have learning support staff who work with students and go into classrooms to make observations. And then we have those clinics and what have you that we can reach out to specialists if we need to have any kind of assessment done. But the key thing is always looking at how we support the child, right? And that's the key aspect there, as I heard somebody else talking about, was communication, right? Communication is the ongoing thing that has to be carrying on from the very beginning until they leave the school. And our goal is to support as best we can. We're not a special needs school by any means, but we do have learning support in place that works hard to sort of ensure the development and growth of all students, who, whatever their need may be.
Fantastic. Final question for you is, how is KPIS going to be growing and evolving in the 2024-25 school year and beyond? You said that, you're in a unique part of the Bangkok area and you're serving a unique part of the community. How is that influencing, how you're continuing to develop your campus, maybe your curriculum, those kinds of things?
Yeah, I mean, the key thing as well, I think, is similar to last year. As we said, we're increasing in class numbers. So we were before a 2-round school, and now we're increasing up to be 3-round, which means 3 classes at each grade level, from pre-K up to grade 2 next year. So this year is currently grade 1. So obviously that means an increase in the grade 2 level in the elementary. So that's one aspect. So we have new students both joining and hopefully staying as well, of course. We're just updating and upgrading our elementary playground as well. So that will be more exciting for those kids to run and slide and climb around on next year, but also we hope it's happening soon this year, but that's a key selling point for next year. And then to continue the work we've been doing in areas in the secondary of community service, where we're encouraging students to get out in their own sense of self-leadership and develop and work with the community, because we really enjoy doing that locally. We've had students going out to many different places, and you can see that on our Facebook page that's put out there. They go out to different places, donating or doing work with children. And that's something we want to see more of as we move into next year and sort of community work.
Fantastic. Mr. Ben, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to speak with us today. I really appreciate it. But now I'm going to move on to your video presentation, which I'm looking forward to.
Wonderful. Thank you, Stephen. Have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Folks, KPIS International School is a nursery through grade 12 school in Bangkok for 2 to 18-year-olds and offers the AP program for high school. KPIS provides unique learning experiences that build skills for an ever-changing world. At KPIS International School, they're unwavering in their dedication to delivering a transformative education that goes beyond just academic excellence. They believe in equipping students with a spectrum of competencies like effective communication, critical thinking, creativity, computational insights, and global perspectives. By immersing them in rich experience and focused mentorship, they cultivate their leadership potential and nurture their readiness for future challenges. Their commitment is resolute: to shape a community of forward thinkers who excel academically, embrace innovation, and lead with integrity. In this robust and adaptive learning environment, students are emboldened to make meaningful contributions to both local and global communities, always remaining curious and driven in a rapidly evolving world. And without further ado, I give you KPIS.
Knowledge plus insight is strength. KPIS provides unique learning experiences that build skills for the ever-changing world. With today's technologies developing faster than ever, the skill sets needed for future careers are also transforming. We believe education must adapt to the new world. To ready our students to deal with many challenges the future may bring, we provide a learning environment that students will not only learn, but practice skills that prepare them for their future, such as effective communication, critical thinking, problem solving, lifelong learning, independent thinking, collaboration, creativity, computational thinking, and global thinking. With this fail-safe culture and environment, students will be able to stay curious and develop the much-needed future competencies. Follow us as we take you through the learning approaches of our school.
I like to read in the learning center downstairs.
Why do you like it?
Because they have a lot of books. I like to play the house game.
Here in kindergarten, we believe in creating a love of learning for every student in the early years. Using the principles of creative curriculum combined with the pockets of play at adaptable learning centers and technology centers, we provide an environment that nurtures young minds.
My favorite subject is LA, Social Studies, and Science, because a lot projects have been going on in Social Studies, and we are also doing the science fair. My favorite activity is language arts. Now we get to write letters to other American grade 2 students and how we are learning in class. A lot of people do say that math is very hard, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty fun. My teacher likes to put math stations. She'll put these pieces of paper in different parts of the room, and we will just rotate until everyone has done each part.
In elementary, our goal is to create a strong foundation for students to gain confidence in their abilities, to excel in their education, and to grow individually. Through project-based learning, we develop independent critical thinkers who communicate their ideas effectively within a collaborative environment. We also equip students with social, emotional skills to be successful, independent global citizens with strong moral values and a resilient work ethic.
So I'm in an elective called game design. Game design helped me understand games better.
My favorite subject, music. You can play instruments, you can sing, you can dance.
Club the Onion is a speech and debate club. I really like doing debates because it gives you a chance to think about other people's opinions.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
That's a hard question. I don't really have anything. Yeah.
You're still exploring?
Yeah.
We used to wear in high school.
Middle school is a time for exploration and various learning experiences. At KPIS, we offer programs that help to build and grow transferable skills in a safe and supporting learning environment. Students are able to discover their passions and gain experience as they reflect on their process and their academic and social progress.
I applied to the University of York to study chemistry, and the reason that I chose this subject, the teachers guided me through our career counseling sessions, and I was also very motivated to go into something that would lead me to environmental job opportunities.
Thanks to the encouragement of my peers and mostly the teachers, I felt really comfortable in really exploring my limits as a student, or my boundaries, and even trying to cross them to, expand those boundaries.
High school is a time for the direct application of transferable skills. Students are able to reflect on their past experiences to improve and to grow for their future success. Students are able to sharpen their skills as they prepare to be leaders and global citizens. At KPIS, we offer subjects in accounting, statistics, physics, chemistry, biology, environmental sciences, psychology and economics, language, literature and acquisition, visual and performing arts, and the AP Capstone Diploma, which includes AP Seminar and AP Research. At KPIS, we understand the importance of the holistic development of our students through these experiences as they work towards future success.
Welcome to KPIS Experience Center, where our main goal is to take learning experiences beyond the school. After students have learned basics from each of their classes, they will be able to explore, experiment, and bring their ideas to life in a fail-safe environment through project-based learning in fields that interest them, ranging from multimedia, culinary arts, engineering, performing arts, fashion, design and technology, and so many more. The Experience Center will focus on using design thinking process as our main learning approach. These steps include to emphasize or research users' needs, to define or state users' needs and problems, to ideate to challenge assumptions and create ideas, prototype to start to create solutions, test to try the solutions out, and to reflect to make sure that students understood the process.
These learning approaches are adapted from each and every level at school, from kindergarten to high school. We guide our students to create projects that they can use in the real world. Within these projects, we also collaborate with corporations and businesses in the real world, where our students gain real-world experiences in return. For example, the F1 in school.
In F1 in schools, our main objective is to change the perception of science, technology, engineering, and math by creating a fun and exciting learning environment for students to help them be inspired to develop an informed view in careers in engineering, Formula One, science, marketing, and technology.
Here at the Multimedia Studio, we let the student lead the class. We do what they're interested in, whether it's going to be a music video, a cooking video, or maybe their personal log. We here just giving them guidance and the experience that they need so that they can find out who they are, what they're passionate about, and help guide them into the career they love.
Together, we look forward to creating wholesome experiences for all of our children. We do understand that each child is unique, therefore we would create unique learning experience for each of them. Therefore, we believe we can help our students prepare for any challenge that the future may bring.
Fantastic. And thank you so much to our friends over at KPIS for that very nice video presentation. They also have a promotion special fee for the Virtual Online School Fair 2024. Here you can see on your screen, and it says their enrollment fee waiver of 50,000 baht there. You can see a QR code there if you'd like to scan it as well. We'll leave it up here on the screen for you for a little bit, just in case this is of interest to you. You'd like to check out KPIS more, or consider taking advantage of this offer. Please do, and please contact their admissions office directly.